Hey guys, it's Simon the Watch Guy, and today we are going to look at the Casio A158. So let's get straight into this, I'm not going to waste any time. This is a watch I've had for a little while actually now. I think I've had this for about 6 or maybe 7 months, and I just can't praise it enough. Seriously guys, this is... I think this is... I'm gonna make a bold statement right now. I think this is one of the most understated sort of budget end Casios on the market today. So what's so special about this watch? What is it really? So as I say, it's the A158W to be exact. It's got a stainless steel back. Water resistant. Essentially what you're looking at, guys, if you didn't already guess, kind of looking at the screen here, it's essentially the Casio F91W. Now, the kind of upgrade, if you like, the reason why this is just a little bit more expensive, the Casio F91W can be had for maybe around about, I don't know, let's say £7 or £8 if you're in the UK. And the A158 probably gonna fetch about maybe, I don't know, £13, £14, 15 if you maybe are a little bit unlucky. I think I picked mine up for probably about £11, £12 on Amazon when they had a sale. And the main thing is it's got a stainless steel bracelet here, and some people complain about the back and say it sort of nicks the hairs. I don't necessarily find that myself. Maybe a tiny bit, but it's not the end of the world. Anyway, flip this over. Let's bring it right up into view. So it's powered by a lithium battery, kind of similar to this, and that's the size of the battery. It's quite a large circle. You've got the 4 screws. Obviously, you can replace the battery yourself if you want to. Watch is made in China, if you've seen that on the back. Similar 3-button layout. You've got this little piece here. It's focused. There we go. Which is it's raised. It looks a little bit like a crown guard, but it's not. Similar to TGV actually did a video on one of the newer Casios that's followed on from the F91, and it doesn't actually have the crown guard on the very new model. I can't remember the name of that model. I actually like it. I think it adds to the symmetry, so I'm really glad they decided to keep it. Anyway, so we can switch from 24-hour to 12-hour by tapping this button over here on the right. Again, this is so similar. In fact, it's identical. It is the same. We can flip through the switch through to the alarm. You got your stopwatch. There is a split time, I believe. I'd never use it. Light-wise, it's the same old LED. It's just about enough. I think that gets it's too harshly criticised, in my opinion. Dimensions of the watch are, I think, they're identical to the F91W. I might have to double check that, but let me put this back on my wrist. Oh, just before we do, just real quick. So this is how the slider works. This is a slider design. Basically, you put something in between this metal piece here, lift it up, and you slide the clasp down. You press down on this little piece of metal, and it holds it in place. And then this piece here, over on the right hand side of the screen, hooks over. Let me focus the camera. There we go. It hooks over and sort of clips in place. Let me just put this on my wrist. Been wearing this for just 2 days now. I have owned it for several months. So anyway, you can see that clasp. Then we push. It does look quite small, I suppose, on my wrist. However, and it does look small. Maybe it is too small. I'm not entirely sure just yet, but I really like it. I just simply do. It's for the money. You know, it is what it is. It's accurate. It's a quartz. It's waterproof. Well, water resistant, shall we say? Water resistant, guys. So you probably shouldn't go diving. People have done with this watch, but probably wouldn't recommend it really. Just good enough for maybe doing the dishes if you're caught in the rain, that kind of thing. The face. Now this is the most. I'm going to end the video real quick. I just wanted this to be a quick overview. You know, not in too much detail, but this is just what seems to be a plastic. So there's stainless steel bracelet, but the actual face is not stainless steel. It just seems to be coated in this rather shiny material, but you can tell a little bit. It's not the end of the world, but I genuinely, I'm reaching out to you now, Casio. If anyone from Casio ever sees this review, I doubt it, but if they ever do, please make a steel case. I will happily pay another 10, 20, 30 pounds, whatever the case may be, because I think that's the only thing holding this back from being, you know, a modern day classic. Because let's face it, the F91 is, and what's holding this back? I think it just, I know they've done it to cut corners and save a little bit of money and keep it affordable, and I seriously appreciate that. I think Casio have done a tremendous job, but to make this a 10 out of 10, you know, real recommendation, if they could have just made that a steel case as well as a steel bracelet, seriously, this would be I think this would be a collector's item at that point. Maybe that's a little bit strong, but you get the idea. Anyway, guys, if you've got this watch, if you're thinking of getting this watch, let me know in the comments below, and I would love to hear what you think. Okay, thanks for watching, guys.